I just want to go over the answers quick on the activity for today. Usually we would be spending some time in class and could walk around to each of your desks and help you out with this. But instead, I thought this would be the next best alternative here and try to go through some explanations with the answers. So the first one said average wages decline for workers around the country. How will that affect the demand curve for movie tickets? So would I be able to buy more or less of them if my income went down? Well, I would be able to buy less of them, so there'd be a decrease in demand. And you want to look at your notes and look at your tires, your taste, income, related goods, expectations, and size, and think about which shifter it was. So it's income. My income went down, so that's the shifter for that one. So that's how you know if it shifts the curve or not. Letter B says 1970s styles popular with high school and college students. How will that affect the demand for disco music? So would you want to buy more of it or less of it if it becomes popular? If it becomes popular, you're going to buy more of it. So that'd be an increase in demand and shifts to the right. And then think about which shifter it would be, then that would be taste and preferences. So if it's an advertisement or something's popular or trendy, that would be taste. This one here, letter C, is this fast food chain raises prices on all menu items. How would that affect the demand curve for the chain's burgers? So this one's a little bit tougher because it's talking about just the price of the product. If it's just the price of the product, then we're not going to shift the demand curve. It's just going to be a movement on the curve. So we might have an original price of P1 here, and then it says the price goes up. Well, I can show that on the graph so that goes from P1 to P2. As the price goes up, we can also see that the quantity demanded goes down. And so this is not a shifter. It's not any of the tires as an explanation. It's just that quantity demanded decreases as the price goes up. You can see there the price going up there. Now this one talks about prices too, and it says video game prices to increase. But then it says next year, and this graph is thinking about like right now, what would you do? So if the price of computer or the video games goes up next year, what would you do now? Would you want to buy them at a lower price, or would you want to wait for the higher price? Well, you probably want to buy them now before they get higher in price, so the demand would increase. And the reason being that it's an expectation. So when you use the word next year, it all of a sudden becomes an expectation in the price change. And so then you would shift the curve. Gas prices increased 200% since last year. What happens to the demand curve for SUVs? Well, if the gas prices go up, then I'm probably going to buy something more economical for a car. So my demand would decrease for the SUVs because those are related goods. So again, when I look at tires, which one shifted it? Well, it's a related good. They go together, so they're complements. Price for fresh blueberries skyrockets. So if I go to the store, would I buy strawberries or blueberries? So if the price of blueberries goes up, then I would buy strawberries instead because they are related goods. They are substitutes. So when I buy one over the other, then they are a substitute and a related good. The price of blueberries is expensive, then I'm not going to buy them and I'll buy something else instead. Hospital reports dramatic decrease in births. So how does that affect the demand for baby strollers? Well, if we're not having kids, you're probably not buying a stroller. So the shifter is size, the less births are happening. So there will be a decrease in demand for the baby strollers. Then the last one is a computer maker announces a 20% price cut. So it's just the price changing. If it's just the price, remember, of that product, which is talking about laptops, then it's just a movement on the curve. So maybe the price was kind of higher here, and then there's their quantity. And as the price gets lower, more people are willing to buy it. So the quantity demanded increases. And then that's just a movement on the curve, as you can see. And those are the answers to the activity. Have a good day.